Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Mini Metro. My name, of course, is Orbital, and today we're going to be striking a slightly more casual tone. Now, at the moment, I cannot hear any music because there is no music in the game. Fun fact. However, you'll probably be hearing some music now because I'll stick some on in the background so you don't feel completely lonely. Okay, so they've released a couple of new maps since I've last played. Looks like they've got them all in place. Auckland has always, been a place that I'd like to go to, and I think we should play as it. I think we should play in Auckland. So the reason I'm playing Mini Metro is because there is a bunch of games that I would currently like to play. However, thanks to a combination of Steam patches and bad internet, it seems that I can't. So Mini Metro it is indeed. What do we want to do? Do we want to introduce a second line here? I think, if we've got a second line, we might as well use it. Yeah, so basically, what the problem is I was trying to play Off-World Trading Company, as you know, great game, thoroughly enjoy playing it. However, it just doesn't want to work. Ever since the patch, I just can't get a game. It's just, that's just the way it is, and I've been trying, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried, but unfortunately, it just wouldn't let me. So you know what? I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to get on and play some other games. So what I'm quite interested to see on this map is what sort of water will go where, and that was probably not very good English, to be honest. But that's the way I roll. If you haven't already gathered that, then hello, where you been? Yeah. Anyway. So, if you've never played Mini Metro before, then here it is. It is basically a small little simulation strategy train network game. Yeah, it's pretty good. I sort of like it. It's a game that you would play to sort of chill out, to chillax, as the cool people would say. But it's one of the more relaxed sort of games on the market, and it's quite fun as well. But it's also really, really challenging sometimes, and it really bends your mind when you've got loads and loads of trains going and loads of tracks going, because if you hadn't guessed, the map does get bigger over time. You get more tracks over time. You get more, you get carriages, you get more networks, you get more stations that you have to service. So there's a lot to think about, and there's a lot to keep an eye on. Yeah, let's put you out there. In fact, you know what? We could probably introduce our third line now. I think a third line would be a good shout. We can always change it if we want to, so it's not like we're committing to a third line forever. Okay, so that's the end of the first week. We will get a locomotive, and I feel a carriage would probably be good, because if the red line gets a little bit over capacity, then we can just bump that carriage on right there, and we'll be sorted, which is lovely, lovely, lovely indeed. We've still got 3 tunnels to use, none of which we have thankfully needed to use yet, although the map is getting rather larger. Rather larger indeed. What track are we going to want to extend up there? I don't like having 2 stations in a row. Two stations in a row, but we can't really avoid it, because if we drag this piece of track out and up there, which would work, but it would still be 2 triangles in a row. So that is unfortunate, because I genuinely don't like to break that rule. And also, if we've got a rare station, then having it as a convergent point of lots and lots of tracks seems to work. So that's just something to bear in mind. Yeah, not too bad actually. I mean, I think we are going to start to see some capacity problems up in this area of the map, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. Okay, this is a problem. This is a problem. Let's pause it for a second, because this is going to require a slight change of development. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. So we're going to want to have that going there, and then that going up there, I think. I mean, that's a long way. Is there a better way to do it? Probably not, actually. And then... no, we can't do that either, can we? That's 2 triangles in a row, although... yeah, okay, let's give that a go. I'm not entirely sure if that's actually going to solve any problems, or if it's going to be any better. but we are at least servicing. At least we don't have two circles in a row on this line anymore. We've got 2 circles in a row on that line, and this line is about the same length as the blue, actually. So that's maybe something that we can reconsider. But hey ho, I'm sure it'll be fine for now. But it will start to become much more of an issue as we progress. So, yeah, what's happening? What's the banter? How are you doing? If you actually watched this far into the video, well then congratulations. I mean, you're a true fan. You're a great guy. Comment below if you're watching it right now, and like the video as well if you want to. That would be greatly appreciated. What are we gonna do with this? Yeah, I suppose we could do it. I don't really want to do it with that. It doesn't really matter. We got too many circles anyway, so that's the real problem, rather than actually the track. It's the fact that we have so many stations, circular stations to service. So yeah, what's going on? What is the banter? What is the gossip? What is the news? Not much. Not much is happening, to be honest. The channel is growing very, very nicely. Oh, and we've got a locomotive, and we shall take a. Let's take another line so that we can prepare for the future. So yeah, the channel is growing very, very nicely. At the time of recording, I'm on 177 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy, because you know 177 people actually want to watch the stuff that I make, which is very, 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 very kind of you. You know, I really sort of appreciate the good words everybody said to me, and all the positive comments that people have left. I really, really appreciate it. I just can't get enough of them. You know. It's great. It's great to see that. I like seeing that. Looks like we've got another station over here. Interesting. Let's extend that out there, and I feel we should put that there, so that we've got lots of tracks actually converging on that point. And you know, as a bonus, it works. I mean, it works, which is lovely. That's all we really need. I feel we should sort of extend this down there, actually. If we can extend this blue line down there, and then we can link the blue line up, and we've still got a tunnel left over. How nice is that? That's fantastic. What are we going to do about this? Yet another circle that we will have to worry about. Well, we can't drag that over because that's going to cross over, unfortunately. That's just not going to happen. I feel, yeah, we'll just do it with the blue. Oh my goodness, we just having three stations of the same type in a row is detrimental for you. Like 2 stations, just about manageable. 3 stations is tipping point. That is difficult. That is really, really challenging to come back from a position like that. But yeah, channel's growing great. I mean, everything is going great at the moment. Actually, it's really, really heartening to see you guys are liking the stuff that I'm putting out. Yeah, as I've told you already, Mini Metro. The only reason we're playing this is because you know the patch for off-world trading companies seemed to sort of neuter the game a little bit and made it so that I can't play it. So that's a fun fact. I think we're actually going to introduce our purple line. I mean, just looking at what's going on over here, we can start to see a little bit of a build-up of traffic, which is not ideal, as you may have imagined. Let's get you off there, and will that work? No. What's the problem? Yeah. No, so we're not gonna be able to do that. Well. Okay, well, I suppose we could still keep it tuned into that circle there. What about our purple? If we could just have an exclusive line from there to there, that would probably solve demand, or sort of you know, make it a bit better. In fact, it's not going to be an exclusive line anymore. It's just going to be 3 stops on that line. That's fine. Oh, 2 tunnels. 2 tunnels or a carriage. We're actually gonna go for. I think 2 tunnels is too good to turn down, and we've got a carriage already, so we've already got that sort of safety net should we need it. And you know, I think we will. You know, we will need it. We will need it. It depends when, but we'll need it eventually. I'm confident in that. Yeah, so the channel's growing. We've just hit 13,000 views as of today, which is, you know, remarkably insane. I mean, the first sort of moment that I realized that, you know, what I was doing was sort of a little bit crazy is when the number of minutes watched per day. Oh, we need to be careful about that. That is the blue line. The blue line. Are we going to manage? Are we going to manage? Let's link the red line up. We might get away with no, we're not. You're not going to stop there, are you? Well, okay, we're going to have to do something about that. Okay, let's yeah, let's do something about that. And we're going to put a carriage on there because we need to do it, you know. It's about time we did it. We might as well clear the entire station if we've got the opportunity to do so. Yeah, good. Good. That's working. That's working. That seems to be working. That seems to have reduced stress a little bit. Let's put you there, and then let's put you there. Okay, great. That seems to work a little bit better now, because obviously we want to avoid 2 stations of the same type in a row. That's the plan anyway. The red train should get to that station before it overcrowds. It should anyway. Yeah, it will. Easy. Fantastic. So yeah, as I was saying, channel, it's going great. 13,000 views is absolutely fantastic. The first moment where I sort of realized that, you know, what I was doing had sort of an impact on people is when I saw that the amount of minutes watched equated to over 24 hours. Or the number of minutes watched in a day equated to over, you know, 24 hours. 24 hours, and that's a day. So the amount, I don't even know how I could have said that more awkwardly. But you know, let's sort this and then let's go back to talking about what I was talking about. That's a special station, so we could operate it on blue. We can't do it on, yeah, we don't have the tunnels for that. So it's a good thing we did actually elect to go for the 2-tunnel option. So we're gonna have to run it on blue. That's running a special station only on blue is not exactly a great idea, but at the same time, yeah, it's fine. That works for me. Is there a better way to do this? I mean, there's a special station up here that I didn't see appear, but we do sort of want to service as many special stations as we can with different colored railways. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's change this a little bit, okay? And what I want to do is I want the green line to become a northern line. I want the red line to be the central line. I want the blue line to be the southern line, and I want the purple line to be the western line. And at the moment, I don't think it's working as efficiently as it could be. So let's try and change things up a little, okay? Whoops, there we go. Okay, so that we got rid of blue. Let's stick red so it services all these areas. Red is probably going to be the place of the most traffic, so we've got to be wary of that. Now let's get blue in place. So we want blue to go there, to there, to there, to there, to there, to there, and in fact, no. Up there. What about... Yeah, let's try that. I mean, that's a pretty circle-heavy line, and that's, you know, probably not something we're really going to want. But, well, maybe putting a square on it might help out. Yeah, well, we've got most of the shapes that we want to see on that there line. That there line? What am I talking about? That's not even English. But yeah, you know, sort of going down the shorter line route is an option, and because you can either go down this sort of having fewer lines, and that is of course, you know, works in some situations, or you can have longer lines, but you need to put more trains and more carriages on those lines. Week 5, great. What do we want? Another line or a carriage? Well, I feel inclined to go for a carriage. I feel inclined to go for a carriage. In fact, no. Let's No, in fact, yeah, let's go for a carriage. The next time we have the opportunity to go for a line, let's go for the line, because we're going to need to establish an easterly line over here. But as you can see, we don't have any stations at the moment. And if we do get a station, then it can be serviced by either the red line or the or the blue line on a temporary basis. So that's fine. That's what we're going to do. A little bit of a problem here, but that's okay, because we're going to get this serviced by the green line. Green line's quite nice, actually. I really like the green line because it's got a lot of diversity. I don't even know if that's the right word, but it's got a lot of different shapes on it, which is good. Difficult one to do, because I sort of want to service. Perhaps we could service this line with the red, and then get that off there and go there. I mean, that might just about work. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, red is the most overcapacity of all the lines, but at the same time, we've got an extra carriage to stick on wherever it needs to go. So we need to know that we've got that safety net, and we can be confident that we can use it if we need to at a moment's notice. So yeah, as I was saying, I can't even tell this story without being distracted by this game. As I was saying, the moment that it sort of occurred to me that yeah, this is kind of cool that people are actually watching what I make. It was when the total number of minutes viewed in a day hit over 24 hours. And to me that was like, wow, so collectively people are watching a day's worth of my videos in a day. And that's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah. Okay, well let's sort this out. So it looks like we do actually need another line that is going to service this area. However, we did say it would be temporarily serviced by the blue line, so we'll do exactly that. Yeah, so to put it another way, I would have to spend 24 hours watching my own videos to make up for the number of hours that you guys have watched my videos, which I thought was absolutely crazy. Just an entire day's worth of watching my videos. That's what people have done, and no, well, they haven't actually sat down and a day of videos. Collectively, everybody's watched a day of my videos, and I thought, that's just insane. That's just insane. And then you think about it, and I'm like, just recently we've been hitting, at least 400 or 500 views a day on the channel, and I'm like, wow, 500 views. How crazy is that? That is really, really something crazy. What is this? Okay. We might need to add another carriage onto here. Yeah, I think we should. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we need longer trains. If we have one long train and then one sort of short train, that probably won't work as effectively as it could. But at the same time, yeah. Okay, so we're starting to see a little bit of a build-up over here. And we've got 2 locomotives that we can use. This is really difficult. This is really, really, really challenging, actually. Okay, let's put you on there, and we'll see how you work. Link you up. Okay, so yeah, this is probably going to be our downfall, this area. Locomotive, and I would love to go for the tunnels, but I think the layout that we're going to do, or that we're going to use, doesn't really require tunnels, so we're actually going to take the carriage instead. Yeah, I think so anyway. Okay, we're going to have to deploy a carriage over there. Yep, we've got to do it. Got to do it. Okay, that's fine. You going to set off, buddy? Finally, great. Hooray. Okay, no, it's not over until the fat lady sings. It's not over until the fat lady sings. How do we get that over there? Is there any way that we can organize this area better? Not really. No, that's not really working. Well, I guess we're just going to have 2 triangles in a row. That's just the way it's going to have to be. Yep, sorry about that. That's just the way we're going to have to do it. Oh well, no matter. We do really have an absolute metric ton of circles on this line. Or on all this line. You know, on the entire map we've got a ton of circles. And having 3 circles in a row, that's pretty detrimental, to be honest. That's pretty detrimental. We're going to actually deploy another engine over there. Yep. Another triangle up here. That's easy enough to sort out. We'll just do that. Sort of worried about the blue line. Even though we've invested 3 engines in the blue line and a carriage, it's still not enough, as you can quite clearly see. And it's not enough because we've got 3 circles in a row. And that is not good. That is not good at all. It's not good. Is there any other way we can do it? Not really. Not really. We're just gonna have to hope that. Well, we've got another extra an extra motor that we can deploy on this shape up here, should we need to, which almost guaranteed we will have to. Yep, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. We are gonna have to. Yep, let's stick it down. Let's do it. Well, we've got to. That might not even save our bacon. It's still rapidly increasing. What on earth is that shape? Oh, jeez. Nope, that looks like it's gonna be it. That looks like it's gonna be it. Well, that was rather pathetic. That was pretty bad. Like, even by my own standards, that was disappointing. That was very disappointing. But anyway, thanks for watching. My name's been Orbital Potato. I hope you'll join me next time. A little bit of a chat there. That was quite good, actually. I quite enjoyed that. Maybe we'll do it again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.